Good morning. Today, let's study the last topic of chapter 4, linear equations in two variables. And the topic is equations of lines parallel to axis. Now, what are the equations which gives line parallel to respective axis, that is x-axis and y-axis both? We know that for equation of x-axis and y-axis in Cartesian plane, axis x o x dash is known as x-axis and y o y dash is known as y-axis. So, for a point whose ordinate or y coordinate is 0, we say that it is on the x-axis. So, a point of the form a0 lies on x-axis. This we already learned in a previous chapter, that in Cartesian plane x o x dash is known as x-axis and y o y dash, that is a vertical line, is known as y-axis. And for any point whose ordinate value or y coordinate is 0, we say that that point lies on x-axis. So, a point of the form a0 lies on x-axis. Thus, equation of x-axis in one variable is y equal to 0 and equation of x-axis in two variables is 0x plus 1y equal to 0. This equation shows that for each value of x, the corresponding value of y is 0. Now, as we know that if any point to lie on x-axis, compulsory the value of ordinate or y coordinate is 0, then we have the equation as y equal to 0. X may be any value but y is equal to 0. Such equations lies on x-axis. This is in one variable when we say y equal to 0, because there we are using only variable y. We can make this one variable equation as two variable equation also. That is, we can write it in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. That is, we convert this y equal to 0 as 0x plus 1y equal to 0. Means this shows that for each value of x, the corresponding value of y will always remain 0. Yes. As we know that in Cartesian plane, this vertical axis is known as y-axis. Similarly, the horizontal axis is known as x-axis. Now, if we say that if the value of ordinate is 0, then the point lies on x-axis. That is, we can say suppose the point is lying here, suppose the point is lying here, anywhere, wherever, but it is on x-axis. When this condition arises, when the value of y is equal to 0, then only this condition will arise. Now, when this condition arises, means this you can see when we take y equal to 0, that is, we are using only one variable. So, this equation is called as linear equation in one variable, that is y variable. Now, this same equation we can convert it into linear equation in two variables, that is, we will convert it as 0x plus 1y equal to 0. Means for any value of any value of x, y will always remain 0. Yes, this means that. Yes, that is the point corresponding to each solution of the linear equation lies on the x-axis. Yes, so for every different value of x, always y will be remaining 0 in such condition. So, all the points corresponding to each solution of the linear equation lies on the y-axis only. Similarly, a point of the form 0b lies on y-axis. Thus, equation of y-axis in one variable is x equal to 0, an equation of y-axis in two variables is 1x plus 0y equal to 0. This equation shows that for each value of y, the corresponding value of x is 0. That is, the point corresponding to each solution of the linear equation lies on the y-axis. Similarly, for if we take any point of the form 0b, means where the abscissa is 0. Here you can say value of x coordinate is 0 and y we can take any other value. Then that point will always lie on y-axis. And thus the equation of y-axis in one variable will be x equal to 0. And the equation of y-axis in two variables is 1x plus 0y equal to 0, which shows that for each value of y, the corresponding x value will remain 0 only. That is, the point corresponding to each solution of the linear equation lies on the y-axis. Now, equation of lines parallel to y-axis. This is shown. This is we have seen that how we can give the linear equation in one variable and in two variable for point which lies on all the points which lie on x-axis separately and all the points which lie on y-axis separately. Now let's see what is the equation of lines parallel to y-axis. Let x minus a equal to 0 be an equation. Let's suppose that x minus a equal to 0 is an equation. Then if it is treated as an equation in one variable x only, then it will be x. It has a unique solution x equal to a, which is a point on a number line. Now if we take here suppose an equation x minus a equal to 0 and take it for granted, you think that it is an equation in one variable x only, then for such equation we will be having a unique solution. Unique solution will be what? X equal to a, because we will transpose minus a on the right hand side, so it will become plus a. So we will get the unique solution as x equal to a. We have already learned that linear equation in one variable has a unique solution. So here also we will get unique solution, that is x equal to a, which is a point on a number line, and on the all the unique solutions can be represented on a number line. But if it is treated as an equation in two variables x and y, then it will come variable x and y. By mistake it is a. This is x. This is x and y. Then it can be written as 1x plus 0y equal to 0. It has infinitely many solutions of the form AR, where R is any real number. Thus, given equation represents a line parallel to y-axis. Now, when we take the given equation in one variable only, that is linear equation in one variable, we get a unique solution, that is x is equal to a. Now suppose we are taking this given x minus a equal to 0 equation as linear equation in two variables, then we can write the given equation as 1x plus 0y equal to 0. It has infinite, and we know that linear equation two variables has infinitely many solutions, and that solutions will get in the form of AR, where R is any real number. Thus, whatever line will be of the equation will be coming, that will be represented as parallel line to y-axis. Thus, given equation represents a line parallel to y-axis. Again, here it will come A only, because we are already having A. Yes. So, such type of equations, that is 1x plus 0y equal to a, has infinitely many solutions in the form of AR, where R is any real number, and this equation represents a line parallel to y-axis. Similarly, equation of lines parallel to x-axis, let y minus b equal to 0 be an equation. Then if it is treated as equation in one variable y only, then it has an unique solution y equal to b, which is a point on a number line. This is also similarly like we have taken as for y-axis. But if it is treated as equation in two variables x and y, then it can be written as 0x plus 1y equal to a. It has infinitely many solutions of the form RB, where R is any real number. Thus, given equation represents a line parallel to x-axis. Yes. So when a parallel line to x-axis can be found out from the given equation, and when a parallel line to y-axis can be represented by a given equation, the conditions are like this. Now let's solve exercise 4.4, which is the last exercise of this chapter. So question 1, give the geometric representation of y equal to 3 as an equation in one variable and in two variables. So we have to give the geometric representation of equation y equal to 3 in both forms, that is in one variable also and in two variables. We have seen that in one variable we use only number line, and in two variables we use the Cartesian plane. So for solution of number 1, geometrical representation of y equal to 3 in one variable is given by the number line. You can see we have to draw a number line, and then you have to plot the numbers, 0 in between, positive numbers on right hand side and negative numbers on left hand side, and equidistance point should be there, and then you have to mark 3 as y equal to 3 equation. This is the arrow which shows that here the value of y is equal to 3. Yes. Now let's show the geometrical representation of y equal to 3 in two variables. So the geometrical representation of y equal to 3 in two variables is given by the Cartesian plane. Let's convert the given equation into a standard form of linear equation two variables, that is we will get 0x plus 1y equal to 3, which is nothing but y equal to 3. Now value of x can be any number, but of y will continue to be 3 only. Here you can see that x can be any number, but y will remain as 3 only. It is a line parallel to x-axis and 3 units above it. So when we draw the graph of this equation, we will get it like this. That is, you can see that we have to make a Cartesian planes, that is x-axis and y-axis you will make, and then we will plot a line parallel to x-axis above 3 units above x-axis. This is how we will plot. This is y equal to 3, where you will get, every time you will get the value of y as 3 only. Next, question number 2. Give the geometrical representation of 2x plus 9 equal to 0 as an equation in one variable and in two variables. Here also similar way we will follow. So for solution of number 1, geometrical representation of 2x plus 9 equal to 0, that is x equal to minus 9 upon 2. We have to convert the given equation in the form of x. That is, first we will transpose 9 on the opposite side, so it will become minus 9, and then we will transpose 2, that will be it is multiplication, so it will become division, so we will get x equal to minus 2, 9 upon 2, which is in one variable, and it is given by the number line. So let's represent x equal to minus 9 upon 2 on the number line. So first we draw the number line, and then we have to plot minus 9 upon 2. You know that minus values come on the left hand side of the number line, so we will plot the number 9 upon 2. that is 4.5. That is, it will come between minus 4 and minus 5. So here you can see the value of x as this is between minus 4 and this is between minus 4 and minus 5. So this is the value x equal to minus 9 upon 2. Now let's represent it in two variables. So geometrical representation of 2x plus 9 equal to 0 in two variables. So first let's convert it into standard form of two variables. That is, we can write, first we'll transpose 9 on opposite side, so it will become 2x equal to minus 9. That is implies that 2x plus 0y equal to minus 9. Now geometrical representation of linear equation 2x plus 9 equal to 0 is given by the Cartesian plane. Value of y can be any number, but x remains minus 9 upon 2. Here value of x will not change, and in the previous case value of y will not change. It is a line parallel to y-axis and 9 upon 2 units to the left of 0. Left of 0, that is negative. So let's plot in the Cartesian plane. That is, we can see here that we have first drawn the x-axis and y-axis, and then we will get a parallel line to y-axis, yes, and that is 9 upon 2 units to the on the left hand side of the 0. Yes, this is your point, minus 9 upon 2 and your 0. Yes, so in this way we can represent the equations of x-axis and y-axis as parallel lines. Dear students, both the questions of exercise 4.4 you have to solve in your graph book. Now when you are solving in the graph book, question number 1 you will do on the same page. Yes, whole written portion you will write on the right hand page, and graphical representation you will do on the left page. And on the left page you make two parts, and in two parts, first part you will use for geometrical representation in one variable, and another below part you will use for geometrical representation in two variable. Similarly, for question number 2 also you will use the right hand side page for writing purpose, and left hand side page, that is graph page, which you will divide into two parts, and upper part you will use for geometrical representation in one variable, and below part you will use for geometrical representation in two variables. Here we complete the chapter. Thank you.